You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports fans, we are not yet done with Team USA and their embarrassing loss to France yesterday at the Tokyo Games in the Olympics. The overwhelming favorite to win the gold medal, that is very much in doubt. This team, coached by Gregg Popovich, has lost 3 of the 5 games they played, and only one of those games, the loss to France, actually counted, as the other games were exhibition games. But this team still does not look good. And the finger pointing has begun. I already put up a video talking about how Dan Woken is already pointed to blame at Gregg Popovich for losing that game to France. It was embarrassing. The U.S. were up by at least 8 in that game. I didn't actually watch the game, but they were up at least 8 late in that game, and then Team USA fell apart. And Gregg Popovich needs to take a lot of the blame for this, because this is becoming a common trend with this team. They can't close any games, folks, and they have the best players on the planet playing for Team USA. No reason to lose to Nigeria. No reason to lose to Australia. No reason to lose to France. And guys, we're already hearing the excuse, these teams that playing together, a lot of these teams have NBA players, folks. And guess what? They played in NBA games and NBA playoff games just like the U.S. players did. I don't want to hear the excuse that the U.S. team hasn't been together long enough. I don't want to hear that excuse. That's a pretty pathetic excuse, if you ask me. But check this out, guys. We have some new information now. It seems like the players also are pretty frustrated with Gregg Popovich. They don't seem to be happy with his offense that he's running. Check this out here on the Sports Rush. Team USA players are frustrated with Gregg Popovich, Damian Lillard, and company seemingly irked by Coach Pop employing a Spurs type of offense in embarrassing loss to France. So it seems like the players are not on board with Gregg Popovich coaching his team. They're not buying into his system. And when the players don't buy in, you're doing a pretty pathetic job of actually coaching this team. Gregg Popovich is probably the worst, or one of the worst Team USA Olympic coaches in basketball since the Dream Team started back in 1992. He is getting no results whatsoever. And his total record since he's been the coach of Team USA is a pathetic 6-3. That is not good, folks. That is absolutely not good. Let's dive more into this article here, folks, okay? It says here, Team USA has been an up and down time together, and they are currently in the latter half of that phase. After dropping games to countries like Australia, Damian Lillard and company picked up their slack by handily beating Argentina and Spain in the remaining 2 exhibition games. With fans exhaling a sigh of relief, Team USA has once again given them something to worry about. Last night's bout against France saw the Americans completely lose their footing in the second half of the game as they gave up an abysmal 16-2 run to close out the fourth quarter. Unbelievable, folks. Guys like Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard had decent gains until the halftime buzzer sounded, but due to excessive fouling and fumbling of the ball down the stretch, could not hold on. A 16-2 run, man, that is just unbelievable, and we're supposed to have the best players on the planet. It says here, one particular aspect of how Team USA lost is the amount of overpassing that took place. This was reminiscent of what Gregg Popovich does with his San Antonio Spurs, and players were reportedly not pleased. Oh boy, so the blame is being put on the head coach, the 5-time NBA champion, Gregg Popovich. Making the extra pass is always welcome when that extra pass leads to a better shot. Passing off a shot that is already quite decent for the sake of ball movement is something Team USA looked like it was trying to do. Ball movement is a crucial ingredient in Coach Pop's Parisian offense, and players are seemingly not happening. No, of course not. When you have the open shot and you don't take it, you're not allowed to take it, that's pretty bad right there. Especially when you have these elite athletes. They should be taking that shot. But no, they have to pass just for the sake of passing. But check this out. It says here on this tweet from Josh Paredes, it says Popovich is horrified by his own record coaching his team, as well he should. He dwells on it and hates losing. The players are frustrated too, grumbling on their way back to the locker room about, quote, running the San Antonio offense when apparently they feel like there are better ideas. Pop has said the offense would be based on concepts instead of set plays, said Joe Vardon. Unbelievable, folks. So the players, NBA players, are not buying into the coaching concept of a 5-time NBA champion. Folks, I believe that Gregg Popovich has lost his team. He has. If the players, folks, are not going to buy into what Pop is saying, he shouldn't even be coaching his team, folks. He shouldn't. And we've already talked about how Pop looks when he doesn't have a David Robinson or a Tim Duncan. He's been pretty mediocre as a coach. And what he has done with Team USA right now is absolutely pathetic. I mean, these all-star players that are on his team are questioning Gregg Popovich and his offensive concept. This is just unreal, folks. And they really don't have much time to really get this together because I believe there are only 2 games left, if I'm not mistaken, I should say, in match play to qualify for the gold medal. I don't know, man. I'm very concerned about this team winning a gold medal because we know the standard is gold medal or bust. Silver medal doesn't cut it. Bronze medal doesn't cut it. And not to get any medal definitely would not cut it. This is an utter embarrassment that Gregg Popovich has his own players questioning his offense. This team is going to struggle, folks. This team is going to struggle. Now, they play Iran next. I believe that is going to be tomorrow or a day after tomorrow. That's a team they should be by 30 easily. Now, I do believe they'll probably win that game, folks, but if they win that game by just like 10 points, that's going to be a red flag. And if they lose that game, oh my God, the world will come crumbling down, and Gregg Popovich probably should just be removed from coaching his team. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.